Hello, everyone. I am welcoming you today to a webinar, 30 minutes webinar, which is going to be about how to combine spring colors and style jewelry in a trendy and feminine way. Welcome, everyone. I'm Olga Jensen, and I'm a personal stylist working in USA and Europe. I'm helping women to shop smarter, amplify style, and get more confidence, time, and money. I have worked 15 years in fashion and textile corporate business in Europe, Russia, Asia, and USA. And so far, 350 customers and more from all over the world have trusted me their wardrobes. And today, I invite you to join this webinar and as well join our warm community. Welcome again. I want to tell you a plan about today's webinar. What are we going to do? What are we going to talk about? And this is very important to say that I want to make it 30 minutes, so it's short and precise. It gives you inspiration, but it doesn't take a lot of your time. So I want to talk today about how to choose colors and jewelry that suit you and match the spring seasonal trends. Then I will tell you how to use spring colors to make you feel happy and energized when you wear them. And third, how to include flowery prints and other patterns with spring colors without looking overwhelming. And fourth, and that's the last point, I'm going to talk about your questions that you left for me in the questionnaires that I asked you to sign in at the very beginning. And I based my presentation basically on whatever was mostly interesting to you, the colors, the prints, the combinations. And I have this big focus, and I will comment on people who actually left some special requirement about certain colors. Let's jump right into that. So first and the most important things, what are the color trends for spring, summer 24? And this is very important thing if to say here before we get onto this topic is saying we have so many color trends, and every season we are bombarded by enormous amount of people telling us about different colors and about different trends. And if we're gonna blindly follow this idea, we're gonna end up in nowhere because now we have the peach fuzz. Last year there was magenta, then it was something else. And if we just blindly jump onto this horse and just like, okay, I'm gonna wear all those colors, then at the end of the day you have a wardrobe with all possible colors and style, and nothing matches to each other. And maybe that even happened to you. So what I want to suggest to you is still talk about trends. We are still there, but instead of talking about short-term trends, also called short trends, we're going to talk about, and I'm writing it here, long-term trends. So that means that the trends, the color trends that I will talk about today, there would be long trends for spring, for summer. They will get into the autumn season, the fall, winter 2024. And how do I precisely know that? I know that because I check the catwalk shows, I watch the fashion shows, and that's why I can already know what people are going to wear next fall. That is why it makes total sense to start investing in the long-term trends, which are popular now, but also going to continue being popular, and then just make it differently styled into different style combination so we can have different looks. How it's going to work, I'm going to tell you today. So let's look at three first trends that I took for you, and they are all called neutrals. Neutrals means that these colors are very neutral. That's easy to remember. And there is one color missing here on this palette, which is black, of course. I didn't decide, I didn't want to add it to this slide because I think you anyway already now, by the moment of, what is it today, April, have so many items in black, so that is just enough. So that is why I just invite you to forget that you have the black things in your wardrobe and just look at many other different opportunities here. And for sure, I assure you 100%, all that you see here today, all those color combinations we're gonna look at today, they go well with black too. So any of those colors, or any of the colors that I'm going to show you today during my presentation, you can have a little preview over here, they will match black very well. So let's start with the neutrals. Neutrals, and like they are number one thing. If you still in doubt what color to buy, and if you still in doubt like what color will match any other potentially new coming color trend, whatever season, start with neutrals. Everything's going to be matching these three colors. It's gray, it's white, and it's beige. So here to be, if I have to be exactly precise with the name of the colors, here you see the exact Pantone number. Pantone, the institute of the color, the institute who actually decides. It's not the designers who decided it, of course, not the stylists or not the influencers who decide what color will be popular, but the Pantone Institute. So here, if you're really curious how the color is officially called, so this gray, which is a super trend for spring 2024, is called the Ultimate Gray. And guess what? It's so popular, it's going to be popular in spring and summer and in winter. We have seen this color before, but never before was it so popular as a monocolor, as a combination with different colors. And somehow this tendency will continue further on. The same for the white. You see, the white is normally always popular color during spring. Why is that? Because we are getting sometimes tired of this winter kind of depressions and winter depression colors, let's call them like that, and we want something fresh. And when we are not ready to jump directly into pink and red and violet and those intense colors, we choose to start and to rotate our wardrobe slowly into the brighter colors, brighter tones. And that's where white and, for example, beige, which if we have to be 100% correct for spring 2024 color trend, has to be called pale khaki. That trend has to be absolutely there to turn and to rotate your wardrobe into the brighter colors. This is actually also a trick. When you look at, for example, the bags, the accessories, and you consider what kind of bag to buy, we often look, okay, I don't want to have black bags anymore. I have enough of those. I really suggest you look at this direction, especially gray and beige tones, because they would match very well to both spring, summer, and autumn, winter. Especially those colors, as you maybe heard about that before, and I talk a lot about neutrals in my Telegram channel, where I talk a lot about colors, and I send tons of inspiration there. The color which is called gresh. Gresh is basically gray and beige. And if you take this color, it can be combined with everything, and it's a perfect staple that can be taken as an accessory, as a pair of shoes, the boots, stilettos, pumps, or any colors of the bag. So any colors of the bag. So please keep it in mind when we move to the next stage, where I will tell you more about actually colorful colors. And there is, I especially call them like this because, you know, where we look here, we don't see much color at all, right? But that's not black. And that's already progress from very many black wardrobes that I have seen during the winter. Okay, let's move on. So next trend, and I combine them on this slide, is the pastels. So those colors are having a little bit of color in them. How they are made? They are made by adding a lot of white color into some clean white color. For example, we take a bright yellow, add a lot of white color there, and here we come into this pale yellow. It's called pastel yellow. This one is aloe wash, and this one is frosted window. Very beautiful color. Me personally is a big fan of this color tone, and I absolutely love to add yellow and orange tones into any of my sets. And one of the most beautiful combinations, and I will show that to you also further on the pictures, is combining yellow and orange to this combination. It's absolutely gorgeous. But the same will work with blue. The same will work with the pastel green. And even if it's the mint green, it will also work the same way. So those colors, they are so pale, so bright, they will work great with any kind of pale colors, with white and with neutrals, and of course, together with each other. And you will see the tendency that when the spring comes, we first make our maybe a little bit shy steps into the color palette and start to use brighter tones for the start of the season. And then with moving more into the hot summer, into this vibrant flowery tones, we will get more and more colors in our wardrobe. Make an experiment this year. Try to check what do you actually wish to wear when the seasons are changing. And I assure you, you will see the same picture from year to year basis when you want to wear more neutrals, when you start to get into colors, when you start to add some color prints. This is the psychology. It's nothing new. It has been there forever. Just all the brands and all the designers are selling that to us as a super new trend, as something absolutely new. We have never tried this before. Of course, we did. And actually, the most popular color, which I didn't add here because it's a short trend, but you probably know that if you watch my Instagram properly, that's the pink fuzz. It's basically the very pale orange, the peach. Very bright peach color, you can say. And that color is absolutely goes along with this palette. It's absolutely the same. A lot of white color in very bright orange. So to say, we know now why. I move to one more trend, which will absolutely be the top of the top this year, and that will be red. Have there been a year where red wasn't popular? Actually, no, but the popularity right now, the focus on the red right now, the amount of looks which are total red looks is enormous right now. Why is that happening now? Why suddenly we have such a big focus on red? Because right now the bigger trend, if we talk about trends in general, right? If we take about global trends and go away from the colors, but want to look at the global trend, the trend is here. I write this word. It's femininity. Everything which is feminine, and I'm talking silhouettes, I'm talking materials, textiles, different colors, goes absolutely there towards the trend kit, let's call it like this. And here the red really stands out because we see a lot of red colors at the catwalks with every single design. If we look at the official picture, I would say red is still going after the neutrals, but we see that color much more with different combinations than the previous years. That's 100%. But has it ever been out of fashion? If you ask me, I will tell no. So if you are ready to wear red, whether it's a small item or it's a pair of shoes, ballerinas, a little bag, or even a lipstick like I'm wearing it now, do that, and that would be a long-term investment for you. We will not get out of the fashion out after just one season, and that will definitely work for you well. So now I want to jump on this slide and particularly talk about red, because Katya asked me, and I'm mentioning the girls who asked their questions in the questionnaire when they signed up for this webinar, to tell more about how to style red in order red would not be too much. And if we say that the color in your look is very bright, then the good combination is go back, step down, or tone down with some neutrals. Very easy combination. And again, would the black be here if I had the black on my palette, but I decided not to. then it would be here too. So here are the one of the most beautiful combinations from 2024, how to style red. Of course, and I mentioned already the red shoes, that's the absolutely key staple this season. We see them in every single high-end, mid-end brand, and even Zara already sold out with the red ballerinas. So we have seen that many looks from Zara in red shoes, the same as Mango, and I have seen that in H&M. So when we see something, a trend, a color trend, or like the different trends going down towards mass market, that means that the trend is soon gonna be coming to their end. But in terms of red, as I already said, that is a universal feminine color that will always be there. You can always wear that. But you can say whether it's a red dress is more neutral idea of a trend than, for example, the red shoes. So red shoes are the short-term trend. Red dress is a long-term trend, if you know what I mean. I hope it's clear, but if not, please ask me in the comments later. So this is one of my favorite palettes, and I encourage you to add not just two colors, maybe start with combining two colors, but then adding more colors. Like maybe you have white and red already, and you already tried that before in something, and next time just add a beige coat to that, or a gray coat, or a cardigan, or a bomber. I'm personally a big fan of bombers because I like to make sport chic styles. So by that, you just every single time get a little bit more complex ideas with the color. Again, the style formula is very simple. Start with using monocolor, then add second color, and add third color. If you feel yourself like, okay, I'm ready for that, add fourth color. Or instead of that, start to double color from your shoes with the bag, or color of the skirt with the color of the shoes. And that's already a very interesting combination where different items, so to say, talk with each other. I hope that is clear. I want to show you a few more examples right here. And that would be, again, based on red, because I absolutely love to create the feminine looks. I like them to be stylish, I like them to be bold, but I always remember that no matter what, we are still beautiful women, whether we are mothers, workers, big bosses, small bosses, we have 100,000 different ideas. I like when we can feel ourselves beautiful women, and I like this inspiration. And that's why I invite you also to try to use different elements in your daily outfits that transfer this idea of femininity. And red color is one of them, but it's not the only one color, that's for sure. So which elements we see here? First of all, we see the red, and we see different combinations with mint color, with white, and I particularly like these tights here. Then I love the cool combination with denim. Denim is probably the universal thing that each of us have in our own wardrobe. So why would not add denim to some white shirts, and then maybe red blazer or a red sweater on top, or a red t-shirt? By the way, very easy thing how to start working with the color. If you're not sure about the color, but you really want to go trendy way, don't go all in. Don't buy like a sweater, a trench, the shoes, the bags, especially if it's high-end brand. Start with something small. Buy a t-shirt, or go to mass market brand and buy several items in this color and try to play with that. If that colors lives in your wardrobe, you start to feel good at that, you like it, you create many different combinations, cool, then start to invest in this color and buy more expensive items from better brands with better quality, right? But if not, it's okay, it's just a style game. okay, I tried red, I tried the pink fuzz, whatever it's called, or magenta last year. I didn't like it, but it's okay. I got a couple of t-shirts and that's fine. For me, it costed like, I don't know, $100 in total, and I'm fine. So this would be the easy way. But the pair of jeans on the other side, or the trench in some kind of neutral color, probably is a good investment. So combine those things, combine those items, make a beautiful combination so it works. One of the looks that I showed already in my Telegram channels when we talked about red color, because I also remember there was interest about red color in the channel, and people were like, okay, what do I wear it? Because if I just wear black with red, it's kind of aggressive combination. And I totally agree. The combination is very aggressive. Black and red is one of the most aggressive combination created ever, because it has two of the very bright colors and it goes directly to our brain and signalize to us that it's like danger. It's like, do this or die, or it can signalize us about something very bright and, like dynamic, the speed. Just think about Ferrari, for example. That's what signalize. That's what kind of signals we get. So when we talk about red and unexpected, so to say, combinations, because we were discussing this in the Telegram chat, there was the pink. And for many people, it was like, okay, wow, it's very unexpected. But if you know the color theory, there would not be anything unexpected in that at all. Because what is a pink color? The pink color is red and white mixed in a little glass. So that is why like if you know the theory behind the colors, and of course it's a big thing, to learn everything in colors. It's very fascinating science, I would say, color codes, and the theory behind the color combinations is great, and it's big, and it takes time to get through that, but it's very interesting. I will have like very soon I'll start the course where I would talk about how to create even more colorful looks, what are the rules of creating colorful looks for your everyday life. And there I would invite you to dive a little bit deeper in the theory, so you know why is this and that actually combining, and how are the rules behind, what is the system behind the line. But today I just want to show you some pictures, and just believe me, they are going extremely well together, which you also can see. But with the pink and red, you can say, maybe it's an unexpected combination from the first time, but actually it has so much in common. It has one base color, red, and then the pink is a kind of red. It's the tone of red, if you know what I mean. I hope that would be an inspiration for you, and I jump on into the next slide where I show you some other feminine spring color combos where I took more energetic colors. And what are the energetic colors? What is the palette for energetic colors? That is, of course, two most, let's say, sunny side colors. That's the orange and that's the yellow. Once we get the spring after a long season, we get the sun out, and that's the base of everything. The combination of yellow, orange, green is considered to be the most inspiring, uplifting, and energizing. This combination we see a lot of in nature, and this combination sends us to our brains a certain signal. Okay, it's spring, it's energy, it's inspiration, it's lightness. Have you ever noticed that most of nutritionists, most of the people who talk about healthy lifestyle, they use exactly this palette in their personal branding? That's for a reason, because unconsciously our brain are wired to understand this as very nice, inspiring, energetic, and uplifting palette. So here are a few examples where I show you how to combine that. Either go to combinations with neutrals, or go to the combinations of the brighter colors. So every single color is the same by the brightness. If you go to the prints, and I will talk a little bit more about the prints here, I think one of the questions before the webinar was also, again, how do I work with the prints? I think it was Yula who asked me about that. And then look at this beautiful combination, the combination of the blue and orange, fresh, but not boring. No longer this black and orange, black and yellow. No, forget about that. This is boring. This is outdated. Go to the brighter tones. It's spring, it's summer, and if you do not feel that like outside, like for example now, it's like super gray outside, create it with your own outfits, create it with your own set, and I'm pretty sure if you look deeply in your wardrobes, you will find there are some beautiful items. You just need to allow yourself to go in that and start combining them together. And I hope today's webinar will help you to find inspiration in that. If you need more inspiration, I invite you to join the Telegram channel that is called Color Psychology from stylist Olga Jensen. Guess who is that? Here I talk deeply because today I will not just show you the top of the iceberg. I don't know. I just show you the little snowflake on the top of the iceberg, because if I need to tell you more about the color trends, if we just go to color trends and narrow down to color trends of the spring, summer, and only stay to the a certain number of colors, it would still take us like hours and hours. Here where I talk more about that. Basically, every day I'm trying to send you some kind of inspiring pictures, and I invite you also to this dialogue to show me what you have. So some people just share their looks and say, okay, what could I wear it with? How can I style it? We talk about colors, we talk about jewelry, we talk about styling, we talk about body image, and this is the sacred space that is a community that I'm building and creating for all women who want to have a little bit maybe more dialogue than the one that is just the vitrine, the facade, which Instagram is. And in Instagram, we cannot have some kind of deeper discussions about you. And this is what I want. I want you to shine. I want you to stand out. I want you to have a dialogue with people like you have the same interest. And I'm there to help with my knowledge. Let's move on. We move on to happy colors, and we move on to styling jewelry. Tanya and Natasha asked me to talk about styling jewelry, and so I am doing that. What are the happy colors? And we talk a little bit about flowery trends now. I move to that direction because the flower pattern or the flower print combination is also one more way to make your looks very quickly look very springy, summery, and get this very beautiful, very feminine vibe as well. At the same time, the danger is that those prints can also make us look quite old. And the secret here is that when we choose the print, we actually need to adjust it to our face lines, the geometry of the face, and the color type. And the size of our face parts, such eyes and nose and lips and ears, and the length of the hair and the color of the hair, all matters in that. Choosing your own print is kind of an art. So, but I want to give you a few rules to stay on the safe side to do that. But if you want to really deep down in that and like never make this mistake, so you need to know the theory behind that. And at the course that I will start already in May, I will talk a lot about that. I'll give you the system that you can use to figure out without even trying it on with whether this print will match me or not. You will know right away. You will not need to put it on. But if you don't know this theory by now, if we never worked together, you never heard anything about that, and all that sounds way too complicated for you, use the simple test. Wear something that you know looks good on you, whether it's print or not print, doesn't matter. Wear that look how you see. Make a picture on your phone. Then put few prints on you, few items with the prints, and combine that with the first picture. You will definitely see, especially if you use a picture on your phone, you will quickly see the difference. Don't look in the mirror. mirror can lie. You are subjective. But if you make a picture and you compare those pictures on the phone, you will clearly see. Maybe you will not understand why exactly this doesn't match and this match. They're both blue. They are both like flowers, but you will see the difference. I promise you. The one that doesn't match you would look like weird. So use this for the start. Try to compare different impression that you get from the prints, from the different prints and different colors. And maybe you can even find a logic in that. Maybe you would notice that once the colors are more warmer, it's better for you. Or maybe you see the bigger flowers are the better for you. Normally, the most dangerous are the smaller flowers. The little flowers, the little patterns are the most dangerous for the face, especially if your face has such a big part. Okay, so happy colors: orange, yellow, coral, because it also contains a lot of orange, a lot of sun. And here I also want to tell you that apart from happy colors, the jewelry makes such a big impression on how you look at the end. This is the story where we talk about styling, not just wearing. So this girl, she is just wearing a dress. You know, the dress is great. It fits her. It's still actual. She can, you know, like go like this to job. She can go to the date. She could go to museum with her friends and so on. But it's very basic look. It's very neutral. Everything's neutral. And it's feminine, but it's not really springy. It's not that inspiring to me. But if I start adding different bright accessories or interesting way of styling accessories, I would see completely different look of the same girl in the same dress. Also, by just combining different accessories and wearing one day one thing, another day another thing, would give me again a new story every single day. So my thing here, what I encourage you to do is use, first of all, different kind of jewelry, different kind of accessory. And jewelry is not only one, I don't know, a ring that was given to you by your husband. That's great, but you can definitely go and afford some simple yet beautiful jewelry here. So use that, use scarves, use enamel, use beautiful layers of the pearls, combine them in different sizes, like bigger pearls, smaller pearls, go even more into that direction, use like few layers, use the hands because you have hands, so you can wear bracelets. Then I encourage you to wear flowers or whatever kind of brooches you have in your wardrobe. Add it. Right now in spring, it's the ultimate accessory because you would not be able to wear that on a t-shirt later or on the like dress, most likely like this. But right now where we wear a lot of coats and it's a transitional season where we start wearing a lot of blazers, a second layer, use those items to highlight and they don't need necessarily to be that big and flowery. It could be something smaller. It could be gold, silver. It can be gold and silver together. It can be enamel in yellow, red, orange. Again, remember energizing colors. They will energize me, lift up my mood, and so on and so on. Do that to show different ideas, to transfer color slowly into your outfits. And one more thing here, very important, that I wanted to show you is the thing about having colorful bags. So when you have a colorful bag, it's also considered adding colors in your look. But that's kind of safe adding colors because you are not wearing them. And for many of us, it is a safer version of, okay, how can I add color? Just add a colorful bag. Would that work? Yes, absolutely. That would work the same way. And that's the easy final touch, so to say. That would absolutely work super great. I always use that stylish trick is for example, if I wear, like this girl's wearing a blue shirt, and then I would take a blue bag. or I'm wearing a yellow shirt, so I have a bag which is yellow and orange, so I'll take this bag instead of just taking black bag or white bag. So these small hints of colors here and there, or the small earrings, or a little scarf, which would be like 20 bucks investment, they would give you so much. They would give you so much small touch that will change totally your look and make it look more interesting, more beautiful. Encourage you to try it on. And then the final slide that I wanted to show today also was one of the questions from Katja, how to include flowery prints and other patterns without looking overwhelming. And I absolutely agree that flower patterns, they can look overwhelming, absolutely, especially when we combine different flower prints or different prints. That is a sophisticated work of art. So I would suggest if you just start doing that and you are not exactly want to have this overwhelming effect of everything's just popping up and just jumping into you, start again with our helper little palette of neutrals. Take a neutral color and then add a little bit of print on it. Here is a good example. The dress is basically white with a little print on it. The rest of the things, like her shoes, are neutral. She is using quite a bright belt, which is again the same color is one of the colors of the print. So the trick here is like this. You have a print, and that is, for example, a shirt. And then in the shirt, you have all these colors. And then you wear white pants or beige pants or gray pants or white skirt, beige skirt, gray skirt. And then you using either neutral shoes or the shoes or the belt or the bags with one of the colors from this shirt, from this pattern. So basically a pattern is your starting point. And from that starting point, you take one color and then you take it into your accessory set. I hope that was interesting for you. And I hope that is not so much of the color matching theory that is going to kill you. And if you're ready to go further on, I would gladly invite you to my new project, my new online master course, which is called Unleash Your Unique Style. I believe each and every single of us is having a unique style, and that has nothing to do with basic wardrobe. I'm not going to tell you how to wear basic wardrobe and combine basic colors. It would be about finding your unique style and becoming a master of your own style. So here is a short program. I tried to put everything very short to show you today, and it's basically split in 3 parts, where the first part where we talk about the body and getting know ourselves. We're talking about our own style. What is that? What do I want to look like? What is, because we often talk with the customers about what I had before, what I was looking like before is no longer working for me. I don't like it. I don't feel myself. And that something changed. My life changed. I changed job, husband, the kids, work, whatever. But those things that worked before, they're no longer working now. So I need to redefine my style. And this is what we're going to do in the first step. Then we talked about color palette for my type. We're gonna adjust my wardrobe to my body. We're gonna know the tricks of wearing things nicely, adjusting them to the body structure, the way that we look right now. Because apart from the taste, also our body changes. We are women, and our body is a constant transformation, and this or the other way. And this is the point where we need to understand, okay, how can I live with that, with this new body, with these changes, and how can I quickly adjust my wardrobe to that. In part 2, we would create the unique style formulas for vibrant and successful and feminine looks. And here I would give the ready-made 10 ready-made style formulas, where you would be able to choose the ones that work the most for you. I would show them in the direction of, the confident look, the more feminine look, some more sexy looks, and some of them that would basically combine all that together. And I will show you the elements, which are the basic, the glue, and explain you why it works like that. So you would be able not just to use and do the same, basically follow my strategy and do the same, but also create it yourself afterwards. And then we go to the third part, which is called my wardrobe, during which we would talk about wardrobe detox and ready-to-made outfits. So to say, garderobe, garderobe capsules. And I will give you my own few tricks how to finally do the wardrobe detox by yourself. It's possible. It's absolutely possible. There are a few tricks, and if you know them, it will just be good and smooth for you. Then we will talk about creating the realistic budgets for shopping and create the ready-made sets in your wardrobe and being able to create 60 looks from 12 to 15 items. This is very important part. This is the finalization where we talk about using your own wardrobe and using that 100% or like 80, 90% of that capacity. While what I see often when the customers come to me, they maybe use 20% of their wardrobe, and that's very sad. And your wardrobe definitely can do better, and you are able to take control of that and make your wardrobe work for you instead of you working for your wardrobe, buying stuff and not wearing and being, like frustrated about that. There is a system, and once you know the system, it's so much easy to navigate around. The course is very short. Well, I would say very short, but it's there are different options. So there are shorter version of that, which is 2 weeks, and then with the every week classes that I would download them and you would be able to see them. And there is also the possibility of getting feedback from me. And then there is also the VIP plan where you could work just directly with me, get my direct feedback only to your style, and you can ask me any questions and we would work exactly with your wardrobe for detox. We will talk about the things for you for your own style formulas, and that's just much more individual approach here. So there are different options. And the last but not the least is that I want to give you a small present and suggest you to get this course with a special offer. That's the early bird. The course will start on the 15th of May, and the cost of the course is $399, and I suggest that you get it for $299, and you can pay $50 today and fix this price with the discounts. You can pay the rest of the price later, later, and we just fix this price and that would not change for you. I wanted to do this special present because I believe that if you're really committed and if you make a decision quickly today for yourself, that should be rewarded. I will also suggest you to get to know me more and to get into the Telegram channel with me, and already there start to work more on your colorful looks, more on your feminine looks, get basically inspiration on the daily basis. So if you're ready for that, please let me know in the comments or in DM if we know each other well or you're a part of the community already. And I am very grateful for you today being a part of this webinar. I hope your spring will be colorful, inspiring, beautiful, and I also hope to see you soon in the community. Thank you so much, everyone, and all the best. Bye-bye.